Alright, Metal Minute, here we go. That's what I'm calling these short videos. I just want to, make videos every week or so to stay in your hearts and minds. So yeah, I've realized I can only upload about a video a week. I got a wife and kids. I think you can tell by my completely unmetal room here. Um, So I'm gonna do little filler videos like this, and then I'll do some substantial ones. And I got some good shit coming up. One of those top blankiest blank type lists. So yeah. All right. If you're one of the people who's watched any of these videos so far, you know I'm gonna plug a booze quick. This is Noah's Mill bourbon today. Um, kind of relatively high proof, very flavorful, very good. But I promise I won't get loaded filming this one. Alright, enough fucking around. Let's get to it. The first one I want to show you guys is Sigh, Scorn Defeat. Alright, so Sigh is mostly described as a avant-garde metal band. But this first record is more or less black metal, but the seeds of the experimentation are there. They use a lot of piano, and really, like, the black metal is just the foundation of this record, not the focus itself. All right, so if you look at the back here, we got Shinichi, who's responsible for electric and acoustic and genocide. And Mirai, who's storming bass, chanting hateful harmonics. And then Satoshi, who exists. And at the bottom, to the memory of Euronymous, which is pretty fucking cool. It's one of the fun facts with this one is the original pressing of this was on Euronymous' Death Like Silence label. And the album art was actually a lot cooler, honestly. I mean, this is pretty hokey. But I'm also not a millionaire, so I bought this version. And this picture is the album art for the CD version, and honestly, this is the coolest one of all. So kind of a shame there, but that's okay. And then it's I'll just take it out quick. It's white vinyl, pretty cool. So if you've never heard of Sigh, and you like black metal or experimental metal, either one, check them out. Every record sounds different. This is the more or less straightforward black metal album, but they got a lot of great stuff. Alright, next one. Everyone's heard of this shit. I don't need to get too into it. Katatonia, Brave Murder Day. Alright, Katatonia is some of my favorite Swedish sad boys. Everything is horrible. Everything sucks. And I like their first record, Dance of December Souls, a little more than this one, but this is a classic. I'm excited to have it. Here's the liner. He tells the whole story about making this record, and I'll be honest, I actually haven't read it before making this video. So this one is very transitionary between their early outright doom metal stuff and what they would later come to be, which is more like a gothic metal sound. This is definitely kind of the crossing point. And again, if you're into just straight up doom metal that's sad and depressing, the first one's probably more up your alley than this one. But this one is still good. So the first three tracks are creatively titled Brave, Murder, and Day. And Brave and Murder are pretty great. They sound pretty similar to each other, but they're both good. And then Day is honestly a weird outlier. It reminds me of like the slower stuff of Opeth, but the difference is it doesn't really do it for me. But that's okay. It's just one track out of 6, and the back half of this is really great. So yeah, happy to have this one. Let's stay here for a while. Is something gonna happen today? All right, next. Another one that doesn't really need much introduction. Atheist, Unquestionable Presence. Look at these guys. Just chilling, you know. It's a real death metal thing to do. This is kind of the ultimate jazz death metal fusion record. It's a really interesting sound, and I'll be honest, when I first heard this, I was not into this at all. This took time to grow on me. It kept popping up in top 20, top 50, whatever death metal lists all the time. And I kept thinking, oh, there's got to be something I'm missing. Well, it turns out there is. Once your ears adjust to this thing, it's fucking awesome. It's seriously awesome. So Piece of Time was their first record, and that one's pretty good, but it's more straight up death metal, and I don't think the vocals were quite there yet. This one's the one when everything comes together, and I can't describe it. If you listen to this once and you don't really like it, fine, I totally get it. Give it a few tries and let it sink in, and then you start noticing all the dissonance has a point, and all the guitar and drums and everything all meshes together so well, and the songwriting is so good, so cohesive. This totally deserves its ranking when it's consistently put high up in these death metal lists. It's a classic. Really happy I have it. Alright, last one. This is the one I made the video for. I'm excited to show you it. Alright, here we go. Peste Noire, mid-size car. Peste Noire, Zanzibar. So it turns out the singer on this Famine is kind of a massive piece of shit. and if he saw a video of me doing that accent and talking about his record, I think he'd be upset. But, fuck him. So here are these guys on the back. And you might recognize one name here. Nige there is he's now the leader of a band called Alcest, which is getting pretty big. But this was one of the earlier things he did. And this is a rare vinyl, so I had to get in touch with someone from France to get my hands on this. I won't talk about what it cost me. It's not embarrassing much, but it's the second most expensive record I own. There's a reason I paid that much for this thing. It doesn't even come with a liner. It's basically like cardboard, and then you get a cool like Baphomet, and that's it. It's really basic. But it's in my personal top 20 black metal records, and I'll tell you why. But before I do, let me try and say the name. It's Peste Noire, la Sanie de siècles, Panégyrique de la. So this is one of those rare black metal albums that is just absolutely gorgeous in the weirdest way. This is definitely on the shrieky vocal end of black metal. And it sucks that this guy is a skinhead because, god damn, he does amazing black metal vocals. He really defines this thing. He's just got this mad shriek going on through the whole record. But it's backed up with great atmospheric playing from all the members. It's well produced. It's got to be one of the best French black metal albums out there, if not best out there in general. So if you were into French black metal scene at all, if you like that, Vlad Tepes, Belketra split, if you like Mutilation, any of that stuff, just stop this video right now. I'm not going to say anything else important, and just go check it out. And then if you're into atmospheric black metal, like early Burzum or Weakling or that type of thing, you also just go check it out. If you've never heard of it, I'm giving you a gift right now. Check it out. All right, that was going to do it. You made it through a metal minute. So, that's it. I got some better stuff on the way coming up. A long list. I think you'll enjoy it. And until then, stay metal. Oh yeah, and like, subscribe, go kick your neighbor in the dick, burn buildings down, and tune in next time. First test, Morty.